Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. Now today we are channeling The Rock from the 90s sort of a look, and I'm not mad about it at all. I think it looks pretty chic. Do let me know what you think about it. But anywho Z, for today we have the first update, the first ever update for my Project Pan, and I am so glad you like this idea. The love on my Project Pan video introduction video was so much. It was so nice to see the comments. So nice to see how open you were to the idea, how receptive you guys were, and so many of you wanted to join in too. And a lot of you actually wanted to see monthly updates, so it would keep both of us in check that I'm doing my due and you guys are also using up your products. So I think that's what we're going to be doing, like a monthly update sort of a thing. Like I'm trying to space them a month apart so that they're equidistant of sorts. But yes, today I'm going to be sharing with you guys the first update of my Project Pan, how I did, what I've used up, what I've not used up, and how I'm hitting my goals, if I'm using the products that I actually talked about, or have I just gone back to just using the newer stuff that I've been getting. So yes, without any further ado, if you want to know my update on my Project Pan, then please keep on watching. Let's keep the order of the product same as the last time, and that's also the order that I apply my makeup in. So the first product obviously is my primer. Now my goal for my primer was to completely finish it up, use it up, and get done with it. And guess what? I've hit my goal, and all it took was like a month of dedicated usage with this primer. This is my Smashbox Primerizer. I had already used a little bit of it up, a little bit, and now have completely finished it up, and I'm so glad that I did. Now this is a lightweight primer, so I did have to use like a little bit more of it. If you're from the normal or combination skin type, then definitely you would need much lesser than I do, because I have really dry skin. It's very lightweight, it gets absorbed in the skin really quickly, and it makes your skin look really nice and healthy. I do really like this primer. I enjoyed using this, and that's the main idea with my Project Pan products too. I want to use products that I genuinely enjoy and not something that I have to force myself to use. But yes, overall you would be seeing this product in this month's empties video too, and I'm so glad that I gave myself the time and the product to use up completely, and I cannot wait to finish more primers in my vanity. My second product in my Project Pan was my compact powder, and with my compact powder my goal was to only hit pan on it, nothing else but just to hit pan. And guess what, you guys, we have done it. My Rimmel Stay Matte Compact finally has a pan, and a huge pan added, and again all it took was a month of dedicated usage. I've been using this product a lot, like a crazy lot. I've been doing an only powder routine while going out and about on a daily basis. Not on a daily basis, I don't go out daily, but whenever I'm going out and I don't want to wear a full face of makeup, I've just been using some powders, and this does have a little bit of coverage, so it helped. I just used a nice thin veil of this all over my face and called it a day. And as you can see, we have a nice amount of pan in there, so I would be bringing in another product and moving this out of the project. But I do think the pan of this is quite thin. The product in itself is pretty thin, so the pan of course has to be thin. That's why I was able to hit like such a major pan on this one. But yes, this is a really nice compact, so if you can get your hands on it, definitely do. I really again enjoyed using this powder. I hope the next powder that I'm going to bring in is equally enjoyable as this one has been. Moving along, my third product in my Project Pan was my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Palette, and my goal for that was to hit any two pans. And I'm sort of like halfway there, because I've hit pan on my yellow shade. I did think that I would hit pan on the yellow shade, and I did. Like, that's a huge pan too. I might be able to empty it out completely before I even hit pan on any of the other colors, because the other shades really don't even look used, even though I've been using this a crazy lot. But the yellow one has a huge pan, while the others just look pristine and untouched. So while we have hit one goal, I still have another pan left, so I will be still using this palette before I can move on to something else from my collection. Now coming to my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder, I've been using it a crazy lot, but it looks like I've not even touched it. I think it's because of the baked nature of the product. It was a dome shaped, I had flattened it out, and it's still going pretty flat. And also because of the fact that I use a really nice fluffy brush with it, just to get a nice dusting on my perimeters of the face. And that fluffy brush doesn't pick up a concentrated area. If I was using a smaller brush, then maybe the dent would be more precise. Right now it looks like it's not even been touched, but I like the fact that I've been giving the time and energy that it deserves. I've been using it constantly, and especially on my only powder days, I skip on my contour and I just use this just to give myself a nice glowy bronze look, and I've been loving it. I will not take it off the project. I will use it till I hit pan. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not a quitter. So this is gonna stay in the project till I hit pan. Let's move on to my Inglot Freedom System blush now, and my goal was to just hit pan on it, a quick easy pan. Right. It looks like I haven't even touched it. And it's crazy because I've been using it every single day. It looks untouched, you guys. I've seen a lot of Project Pan update videos by other YouTubers, and they always mention how blushes are the most difficult product to pan. And I think I already agree because it looks untouched. And I've been using it daily. I think it's because of the specific area that you have to apply in. And it's not something that you're going to dust over very carelessly or something that you need to touch up quite frequently, like an under eye powder or just a general compact powder. This is something that you won't be touching up, that you don't require a lot of, that you can't layer. This is pretty pigmented, so I need a very tiny amount, and hopefully by the end of the year we can see a pan. I am starting to get a little tired of this tone because as we're moving into the colder months, I feel like I want to do more berry tones on my skin. So I'm not going to rotate it out right now. I'm still going to use it. I'm going to try and hit pan on it before I just kick it out of my project. Now, in my community tab a while ago, I posted about the first pan that I had hit, and a lot of you actually said it had to be either my under eye powder or my compact powder. But guess what? The update for my first pan came from my Kylighter. This is the first pan that I hit, and it's a decent sized pan too. Like, I have been working on it constantly. I think the main reason I was able to hit pan was because I was picking it up only from this area. The embossment is still there on the other areas, but still, it's a very decent sized pan. I do again feel that the pan is pretty thin, and that's why I was able to hit it so quickly. But now that we've hit pan on this one, I do feel really good about myself and the fact that I did use it up. So I'm going to be moving this out of the project for now, and I would be rolling in another highlighter that needs a little bit of love from my side. I do own a lot of highlighters, and I feel like I really need to start rotating them rather quickly. But yes, for now this is going to move out of the project. I did enjoy this. I feel like after a bit it does get a little chalky, but other than that it is a nice subtle highlighter. It's now time to discuss my brow. My goal for this one was to completely finish it up, and as you can see, it's not even near. I sort of repressed it, not like repress, but because it's in like a pomade consistency, I scraped the sides and I pressed it so it didn't have like that indentation, and it was easier for me to pick up. And it has so much product, you guys. It is so much. I feel like I'm going to be at it till December minimum, and December is also like an optimistic goal. I don't think I'm going to finish it before December anyway. And I say December only because the festive season is coming up and I would be creating videos for my Diva log, and because like a daily video thing, I would be doing my makeup, and because I would be doing my makeup daily, I would be using this up daily. And that's why I feel like maybe till December we are able to finish off. But right now we have so much to go. I don't even think like the end is anywhere near. Moving on, it's now time to discuss my eyeshadow palette update. The eyeshadow of choice for me was the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill, the original palette, and my goal was to hit pan on any 10 shades from the palette. And when it comes to the progress in that, I have successfully hit pan on 2 shades, just 2 shades. So there are 8 more shades to go. I have hit pan on this golden shade right here, and it's a very decent pan. And then we have a baby pan in this brown shade right here. I feel like I use this golden shade a lot as like an overall one and done eyeshadow. I really like this golden shadow, and this is one of my favorite transitions because I feel like it really works with a lot of different eyeshadow colors. So that's why these were the first 2 colors I hit pan on. And then I have made quite a lot of progress in some of the shades, like this brown has a lot of progress, this blue has a lot of progress. So I do have a lot of progress. Even this highlighting shade has a lot of progress in there. So I have been working slowly and steadily on this palette, and hopefully again by December we are able to have 10 pans done and dusted. The next product I brought into my project pan was my NYX Jumbo Pencil in the shade Black Bean, and my personal goal was to just go till halfway with the pencil, and I thought it would be rather easy if I actually wore it, and I have been wearing it a lot. As you guys have been seeing, I've been doing a lot of smoky liner, sometimes wearing kajal, doing reverse eye and all of that, but still we are nowhere near it too. My goal is to go till the jumbo right here, and I've only sharpened this thrice in the whole month, even after using it a lot. And I think that's because it's a very thick, very fat, very chubby pencil. So you do have a lot of product that's like dispensed on top, so you don't really end up needing to sharpen it so often. But yeah, I think again this is going to stay in the project till December, even if I do use it quite often. And the last update for this video is going to be on my Chanel lipstick. The goal, very unrealistic, very unrealistic to be honest, is to finish it up completely. I have been using this a lot. I've been mixing it with other colors and wearing it too, and I have reached the imprintation. Last time I wasn't even anywhere near the Chanel imprintation. Now I'm almost like on it. I've been using this a lot and I've been loving this color too. I think even for the fall winter season, this is going to be a very pretty color, so I can get a ton of usage out of it. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it up or not till December, but I'm just glad that I'm actually again giving it the time and energy that it deserves, and I've been actually wearing it and getting my money's worth out of it. And now let's talk about the replacements. We hit our goal on 3 products, so we will be bringing in new products in lieu of those. So we're going to have a new primer, a new compact powder, as well as a new highlighter. The first thing I'm going to talk about is my primer, and I have my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Primer with me right here. Now I bought this one with the Pro Filter foundation, and I was a huge fan of the Pro Filter foundation, and I finished up a while ago, and this one just took a back seat because I have better primers that I like a lot more. I want to get my money's worth out of it, and that's why I'm like, let's use this one up too. It's like a moisturizer. So again, because of the seasonal change right now, I think it's going to work really well for me. I think we are somewhere around the F of the Fenty, which is really high up. It doesn't really settle down completely, but there's like a hole right here, which makes me feel like we are till about here. So I'm hoping we are able to finish it up by December, because there's a lot in this product. There's 32 ml, which is a lot of quantity. So hopefully by December, we'll be able to finish this off too. Now for the compact powder, I am going to be using my MUA Pro Base Compact Powder. I used to be obsessed with this powder, and I can actually see the imprintation of the pan here. It's a waffle pan, so I might not be getting my hourglass waffle pan really soon, but this one I can already see the imprintation coming to life. So hopefully again this would be a rather easy pan to hit. My goal for this one would be to completely finish it up, because it's already so thin in the pan, and I feel like again I can use this up. This is a very, very lightweight powder. From what I remember, it doesn't even feel like you're wearing any powder, so that's great for dry skin people like me. So yeah, my goal with this one would be again to completely finish it up by December. For my highlighter replacement, I'm going to bring in my exposed highlighter from Tarte's Amazonian Clay range, and it's a gorgeous highlighter. I have used it a ton. There is like a dent in the center, and because it's a mini highlighter, I really want to finish it up. It's a very, very high goal, because finishing up a highlighter, even if it's a mini, is no joke, you guys. It's really, really difficult, again, because of the targeted application. But I'm optimistic that by this year end, I can finish this highlighter up. So we're going to set that goal for ourselves and feel a little bit better about the money we spent on the products that we don't end up using as much as they deserve to be used. But yes, with that I finish all of my updates and replacement for my first ever project pan update. Do let me know how your project pan is going, if you're actually giving the products the much needed love that they deserve or not. If you're not, then go ahead right now, apply any one of the product that you think really needs to be worked upon. And yes, that's going to be it from my side for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If yes, then don't forget to comment and subscribe, and let's just share a little bit of love in here. I'll see you guys next time. Till then, take care. I love you all so much. Mwah. Bye.